My client got approved $75,000 at 0% interest for 12 months on the Chase business credit card, as you see right here. And we're going to talk about it. So watch the entire video. We're going to talk about how you may possibly be able to get it if you qualify. Chase has changed. Those of y'all that are hip to the game, the whole new LLC, go get $50,000 Chase approval, that's dead. It's not happening no more. People have been scamming, people have been defaulting, and Chase is just continuing to be more strict. You got to look at it from their eyes. I understand it, but there's still ways to, get these approvals, and it's if you qualify, So, as you see here, the payment due date, the September 15th. So this was obviously applied for after the whole July 1st situation. So just keep that in mind that the receipt is right there. There's I don't know how else to show y'all. It's not Photoshop. I don't even know how to use Photoshop. So we're gonna go over helpful data points. We're gonna go over how you can work with me to be next if you do happen to qualify. If you don't qualify, we still have some funding options for you. So watch the entire video. And then we're gonna go over how you can work with me to make some money if you know some people that you want to refer. So, like I said, the truth is Chase has changed their regulations, right? The whole notion of new LLC that's a day old, a couple months old, go get you 50K just because you have a good credit score. That's dead. Your LLC has to be at least 2 years old. You have to make money in your business, right? So that whole thing is dead. There's certain times and place for everything. This is why every time I'm telling y'all is about to, I've been telling y'all to get y'all funding for a minute. If you just found me, that's different. But if you've been following me and now all of a sudden you missed out on the opportunity when it was easier, you got no one to blame but yourself. So yeah, like I said, as of July 1st, 2025, they also became a geo restricted. They're not doing the DocuSign thing anymore. If the client applying is not in the same state, you know. So yeah, the whole new LLC 50K played as dead. Your business has to be at least 2 years old and you got to make money, at least $1 million in revenue. So keep that in mind. If you're watching this and you make at least $1 million in revenue and you happen to be in California, definitely stop wasting time. Just book a link in the description. If your personal credit is good, we'll be able to most likely help you. So some helpful data points for the client. So LLC was 6 years old, over a million in revenue. So their personal credit card highest limit was only 12,000. That's an interesting data point as well. But their total across everything was a little bit over 40,000. Credit score is 733, so you don't have to be at 800. Those of y'all to understand, your credit score does not matter. It's about the credit profile. And then total accounts was 11. Utilization rate was 6% across, right? So it wasn't 0%, wasn't 1%, wasn't 2%. Still single digits, right? That's good enough to where Chase is like, okay, well, we could fuck with you type shit. All right, so how you can work with me? Let's say you qualify, right? You're over $1 million in revenue in your business. Your business is more than 2 years old. Your personal credit is good. Book a link in the description and we'll possibly be able to help you. If you have all those statistics, right? And you choose to go and apply online and then you just get a baby ass 5 to 10K limit, you got no one to blame but yourself because I'm literally presenting you with the opportunity here. So yeah, if your revenue is at least a million, your business is 2 years old, and you happen to be in California as well as your business, then go ahead and book a call in the description. So the reality is a majority of you will not satisfy that, but that's not to turn you off from working with us. Chase Bank is not the only bank in the world. If you didn't know, I'm here to tell you Chase Bank is not the only bank in the world. I'm just reporting to you what happened. What happened with the client and what their situation was looking like. But the reality is, even though most of y'all don't qualify, it's gonna be some of y'all that's watching this that do qualify. So I'm speaking to y'all that do qualify. Majority of y'all watching I was gonna say the business watching the video right now will not qualify, but that doesn't mean that we can't help you get funding. We don't only get people funded $75,000 Chase business credit cards, right? We have alternative funding options for people. It doesn't mean you can't get approved nothing. You just won't get the highest. So second option, if you know people that are fit this description, why not make some damn money, right? So you could become a partner with me by referring clients to me for business funding and you get paid a referral percentage. So it's normally 3%, but for the first time, I want to publicly do a 50-50 partnership with one of my subscribers. I probably won't have proof that you subscribe to me. So I guess lie to me or whatever. But basically, we doing that for one subscriber, and then it's gonna go back to 3% for everybody else. So I don't know who will be the first person to secure that 50% partnership, but yeah. So like for example, typically if you referred us this client, we would have wired you 2,250 and we did all the work. But in the case of a 50-50 partnership, obviously do the math, that's I think it's 3750, right? That should be 3750. So yeah, keep that in mind. So keep in mind, we do all the underwriting and qualify the client. You didn't have to do the heavy lifting as far as structuring the personal credit profile and the business credit. You don't have to create a customized funding solution. You don't have to build up insider bank relationships that most people, don't have. We spent years doing this, by the way, going from good BRM to bad BRM. You want to get someone that doesn't just look at, as far as a BRM, you want to get someone that doesn't just look at it as their job, as a paycheck. You want to look at it as someone that's actually trying to serve these business owners and provide them the best solution. So my point is that when you refer us clients, all you're doing is referring. We do the heavy lifting, the qualifying, and all that, the fulfillment, of course. So you're just getting paid for sending the client. So just understand what's going on here, right? So why am I doing some shit like this? I got big plans. I got big plans. We're on a mission to help fund $1 billion to small business owners, right? I can't do that by myself, right? So just keep that in mind. So I don't mind sharing the profits to get there. So just example, you see, I pay out my affiliates. It's not that I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna pay you or something like that. With all these videos I put out publicly, someone would have exposed me for being a scammer if I'm just getting people's referrals and I don't pay them out. Like I don't do business like that. All the students I bring on, as far as, the people that have spoke highly of me, I would have been exposed if I was scamming people. So that's if you have that mindset of like, oh, what if I refer him someone he doesn't pay me out? We got contracts in place, bro. And then you see $1,000 was paid to a partner here as well. And I had made this post on my story. I was saying, so this was a $60,000 funded to a client. I was saying, like, for example, if you were a 50-50 partner, you would have got 3 bands for referring. So why should you listen to me? Go watch my YouTube playlist on my channel that has testimonials and things like that, and just study me and just have logic. If you are a business owner, right, you have to have a certain level of discernment. So watch my videos and just study me. Like don't be stupid. Basically, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Don't be stupid without me directly saying don't be stupid. So just be logical. So with that being said, click the link in the description to book a call, and we'll see if you qualify when it comes to getting access to the funding. Also, when it comes to partnership as well. So yeah, we'll have a link in the description. And with that being said, hopefully this was helpful. Y'all have a blessed one.